What's going on, family? Long time no see. Been kind of tied up with life as usual, but I thought I'd sit down and just watch this video with you guys. I know it's been a big topic or a big stir up in the Hebrew community and about General Yahanna and how he feels about the vaccines. And I just seen this video on IG, so I thought I'd test out some of the recording app. Well, some of the features of the recording app I just downloaded, and to see how the audio comes across. But I'd also thought I'd just sit down and watch this video with you guys. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but I'm just gonna just give my view or opinions on it. And like I said, I don't have no quarrels with anybody from the ISUPK or General Yahanna personally. I actually have a lot of respect for Tazariak. And y'all know I have a lot of respect for the camp. So if there's anything that I say that I don't agree with, it's not really personal against General Yahanna. It's just the first thing that comes to mind, you know. So anyways, let's just get it started.
First, I want to ask you, do you believe that the vaccine may be a mark of the beast?
Okay,
Could be a mark of the beast.
that's a good question, Sarnetta. And the answer is absolutely not. And not only is it absolutely not,
Okay, so I can't really get on him too bad for not agreeing that COVID is, or the vaccine is, the mark of the beast. There's just I've heard so many interpretations of what the mark of the beast could be. I heard it's a belief system. I heard it's a microchip. I heard it's a vaccine. So you can't really get on him for what he believes the mark of the beast is, because that's still a very controversial subject within Israel. But I would say I take all three to heed, and I will use discernment and walk with caution.
the Hebrew community, I'm going to just say this. The Hebrew community and the conscious community should be ashamed of themselves if they got into a big stir over this vaccine, because this vaccine has almost nothing to do with what is killing us every day in this kingdom. Like, how dare we get upset over a vaccine when we're not even upset over all the death we causing in the abortion clinics?
Whoa. Okay, well, that's the black community, not the Hebrew community. Like, you holding our people in the truth to the same standard that you hold in our people who don't know the truth. I can pretty much guarantee you that no real Israelite woman is gonna get an abortion. Not saying she would or wouldn't, but if she's walking in this truth, she's not. She's not gonna do it. And there's a difference between Israel making a fuss about the vaccines versus the average Negro in the street. Israel is walking in the laws and the commandments and stuff like that. So I don't really know. I think you're comparing apples to oranges here, brother.
Drugs, all the diseases we have because of the evil we doing, dying of every kind of venereal disease, and meanwhile all of a sudden we tripping out because of a vaccine. That's brainwashing, man. That's brainwashing. No, it's not the mark of the beast. And let me clarify something. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me clarify something, man. The mark of the beast has nothing to do with anything physical. The Lord don't play on the physical plane. You got to serve him in spirit and in truth. Right. So if you're going to serve God, you can't serve God by avoiding a microchip. You got to serve God by putting his spirit inside you. The mark of the beast is Christianity.
I don't know, man. Maybe he'd have to explain that to me. Off face value, I can't really believe that. The Lord doesn't work in the physical. I think the Lord works in both the spiritual and the physical. Because the creator of everything, I don't get what he's saying.
That's the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the philosophy we in today that's led us down this road we in. Why are we in poverty 400 years later? Why are we on drugs? Why are our men being seduced into becoming homosexual? Why are our women learning how to become dykes? Why are we catching, and why do we have the highest level of venereal disease in this country? The highest level of AIDS, the highest level of heart disease, the highest level of diabetes. Why? The highest level of HIV. I'll tell you why. It ain't because of microchip, Sarnetta. We got all them problems because we've put something in our mind that led us to go do every evil act against God. And that thing we put in our mind is Christianity. Yeah. And guess what?
I feel like if the Most High is gonna like rain fire on a city, and He tells you to leave to avoid the fire, you get what I'm saying? Like, if the Most High is gonna rain fire on Sodom and Gomorrah, and He tells you to leave, then you should leave. Just like if the Most High is going to use a vaccine that is going to be dangerous and not safe, and it's going to hurt people when they take that shot, the Most High would tell you don't take the shot. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to hurt you or not. I'm not saying the vaccine is going to hurt you or not. What I'm saying is that if it is going to hurt you, then the Most High is going to tell you not to take it. And right now, what people are doing is they're just using their discernment based on the history that this country has with treating our people. They're exercising caution. If the Most High is going to bring a plague on Egypt, a physical plague that's going to kill people, He's going to cover those, and He's going to, He's going to cover those who serve Him or those who are going to do His work. He's going to protect them. So that's why people who, I think that's a big reason why a lot of people who are believers aren't comfortable wearing a mask, because they just feel like the Most High already has them protected or covered. And if they get the coronavirus, then the Most High's will be done. Whether they live or die, they'll be perfectly okay with that. And that's their right to respect that. I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but I get why they think that way. So let's go.
They testing them vaccines on our babies, and they need a lot of fetuses to test them because they testing millions of doses. And you know what, Sarnetta? They testing them on our baby fetuses, and they preparing them vaccines to save their life. And they gonna use them vaccines, and guess what? They gonna live good. And guess what's gonna happen to us? Guess what's gonna happen to our scared asses? What? We ain't gonna take the vaccine. We gonna die of the coronavirus. While they sitting up there right now, son, they got reports out that rich white people is calling up their doctors, and they telling their doctors, look, I want you to give $25,000, $50,000 donation to so-and-so hospital. I need you to put a dossier together for me saying all the reasons why I should be first on the list. And they got the money. They doctors setting the thing up. And guess what? They all getting ready to get the shots first. And they gonna walk away clean, get back to business, making their money and all that. And guess what black people gonna be doing? Scared. Oh, I don't want to get that.
But do we have a reason to be scared, though, General?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why he doesn't understand. I don't understand why General Yahanna, whether you like him or not, and he's a leader in the black community. I don't understand how General Yahanna is a leader of the black community and can't understand why black people are exercising caution against taking the vaccine. Let's get beyond the I'm not taking it people. The people who are just exercising caution, they're not just diving in head first because of the history this country has. And I don't even need to finish just saying what I'm going to say, because I feel like Sainetta is going to finish my sentence for me.
All the stuff that this white man has done to us?
Right. Let me tell you something.
Do we have a legitimate reason?
When the vaccine starts killing as many people as we voluntarily are killing in the abortion clinic, then I can see you getting upset. I can see somebody saying, man, We lost 350,000 in the abortion clinic, but we lost 400,000 from the vaccine.
Okay, but I think he's comparing black. I wouldn't even say Israel. Let's just say the average black person from the conscious community. He's comparing a black person from a conscious community to the average black person who doesn't know anything about anything. Okay, a conscious woman isn't out here giving her body away to a bunch of women, a bunch of men, not one who's conscious in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe some fake conscious women or some fake conscious men, but anyone who's in the truth, right? Anyone who you say is in the truth, that's following the laws and commandments of the Most High, and they question the vaccine, what do you have to say to them? We know what you're going to say. Hey, you're to the average black person, you're killing your own people. You're aborting your own babies. Da 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 da. Why you care about a vaccine? But what about Israel, the people that you walk with? What about those people?
Scenes. Now, if that happened, you got an argument.
Okay.
You got an argument. But when you ain't had them numbers, when you can't point to me to 1,000 people that done died from the vaccine, you understand? Then you playing games. That ain't even a conversation.
I don't need to tell you what the Bible says, but I know you already know it front
go
and
ahead.
back.
Most
but I want to say, the scripture says.
Before you go to the next point,
yes, go ahead, brother.
just you know what black people are scared of? Hollywood. Hollywood is full of witchcraft, and through their movies, they seduce us all through their sorcery. Black people are scared of movies, Sarnetta. I heard that black people say it's going to change our DNA, turn us into butterflies. I said, butterfly, what? Another Negro said, man, you ever see the...
Okay, see, now, I think he's being disingenuous because there was a video, and actually there's a video I should play after this. But there's actual people breaking down about the nanotechnology, about how it changes your DNA. I think it's like called RNA. I think it's called RNA or something like that, where they actually talk about it changing your DNA. Now, trying to say, oh, it's going to change you into a butterfly. I mean, I think you're being a little disingenuous there, even if you don't believe it. I think you're downplaying it, but, I get it. People like to make mockery of things they feel like is a joke or a lie or is not the truth or something. So, but a butterfly, bro.
Toxic Avenger, it's gonna make you bubble up like the Toxic Avenger, man. Movies got us scared to death. We've seen so many horrors on the white man's TV
That's
screens.
a good point.
So that's what we think about when we think of this vaccine. Oh my God, you ever see this? You ever see that movie? You ever see that?
Bro, no black person's thinking about no movie. And okay, let me ask you this. How many movies can you name off the top of your head that have anything to do with the pandemic? I think there's like 3. I think one of them got Denzel Washington in. I think actually one's called Pandemic. I think the movie's called Pandemic. No black person's gonna be able to name 3 movies that have anything to do with a virus or contagion for you to even point at and be like, you seen this movie? You seen this movie? For you to say it has them scared. But whatever.
I ain't taking it. We scared of Hollywood because they doing their job.
You're right. You're so right.
The scripture says, do not defile your temple. 1 Corinthians 3:17.
Right.
Are you aware of the nanotechnology that they got going on in the vaccines?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm completely aware of the nanotechnology.
Okay, wait a minute. He said he's completely aware of the nanotechnology.
And once again, if you watch Terminator movies, you're going to think the nanotechnology mean that they're going to put a computer chip in the syringe. They're going to inject the computer chip into your body. The computer chip is going to take over your mind. They're going to harvest your organs and you're going to be dead. It is a joke, Sarnetta. It's a joke. First of all, let me explain what nanotechnology is. Nano just means small. Technology just means small technology under 100 meters. Anything could be nanotechnology that's small. So it doesn't mean it got anything to do with a computer chip. When they say they're using, there's 2 kinds of nanotechnology that they're using. One is a computer chip that they use to track the injection.
The problem isn't with actual nanotechnology. The problem is with what the nanotechnology does, which is alter your DNA in ways that are not known to the average person who even knows about it. That's why they have a problem with the nanotechnology, not with the nanotechnology itself, but what the so-called nanotechnology does.
And one that they use so that they can look in a microscope and see exactly when the vaccine enters in and attacks the cell. That's just a computer chip that's observing it. That ain't going in your body. It don't go in nobody's body. Okay? The BS, man, it's a joke. It's a joke that we would even be afraid of.
Yeah. What about even the corona? Is that a joke or
the virus itself?
Yeah.
Now you come into the real conspiracy.
Go ahead, brother.
Now you come into the real deal, Sarnetta. The coronavirus is not a joke.
Oh.
It's a real virus. And it's killing real people. And here's the plot, Sarnetta. Here go the plot. And I'm going to show it to you. Anybody could look this up in the Washington Post. They just posted it today, and I knew they was going to post it. And you're going to hear about it around the world. Bear with me a second. Here's the real plot that black people miss it. Once again, the white man ain't dumb. If he want to get us, he ain't giving us no damn vaccine for us that we already scared of it. You think he gonna kill us off with a vaccine and he know we ain't taking it already? That ain't the plot. Here's the plot. He got hit with the coronavirus by the Most High. He know he getting ready to go down. This is one of many things that's going to hit him. Here's what he's thinking. Okay, I just watched all those black people riot in the streets about George Floyd. Now, coronavirus is all on these streets, right? I'm going to make sure that black people is scared to take the virus. Here's why.
Okay, so now he's trying to play like 3D chess or futurism, where he's trying to predict the future by saying they know black people are going to react the way they react. So you get the gist.
Because if black people start demanding they want the virus, the vaccine, and I ain't got enough vaccines to give them, and I don't want to give it to them anyway. They ain't got no health care coverage. They ain't paying me. I don't even want to get them the vaccine. So guess what? I'm going to brainwash them into thinking, don't take the vaccine. And now, guess what? While them vaccines is rolling out, black people ain't getting them vaccines. White people are getting them vaccines. The plot was to kill us with what God sent to kill him.
Right.
God sent the coronavirus to kill him, and now they trying to double the plot back on us. And silly fake cats that don't really understand nothing.
But that's really, I mean, think about it. Okay, so God sent, I'm making sure I understand them correctly, and I'm sorry if I don't. The Most High sent the coronavirus to kill white people. And the white man has created a vaccine that will help you not catch this virus that the Most High sent. And he knows that black people aren't going to take this shot. And I guess I'm assuming the Most High knows that black people aren't going to take this shot. So the Most High is going to create a virus that's going to kill, create a virus that's targeted towards white people to kill white people, knowing that black people, his people, aren't going to take the shot. And white people are going to create a vaccine for this shot, knowing also that we aren't going to take the vaccine. I feel like, I mean, it's possible for that to happen, but, you know, it's a lot of 3D chess going on right there.
Kill him, and now they trying to double the plot back on us. And silly fake cats that don't really understand nothing and ain't really understood the scriptures, they getting caught up in the game. They getting played. They done got on the side with the white man and don't even know they got on the side of the white man. And now I'm going to bring out the Washington Post story. Right now today, it just came out in the Washington Post. They said that the Israeli government over there in Israel is importing hundreds of thousands of coronavirus vaccines. But guess what, Sarnetta? They ain't giving them to the Palestinians. They taking it for themselves while the Palestinians is dying over there in the West Bank. And guess what, Sarnetta? When they asked them, when they said to them, yo, why is it that you're not giving the vaccines to the Palestinians? Here's what they said. They said, that's not our responsibility.
Okay.
So they don't care that the Palestinians die. They just making sure they get the vaccines for themselves.
Damn.
What you think the white man over here going? You think the white man over here is different? You think the white man over here loves you? You think he care about you? The white man over here is also playing you. He wants you.
Okay, so he's saying that Israel got a lot of the vaccines because it's real, and they're not giving it to the Palestinians so that they can die. And, you know, but if you really look at where the infections are taking place around the whole world, I think 1/4 of all the cases are in America alone. It's almost like an American virus. I'm really not sure how they're dealing with it over in Israel per se, but I know it can't be no worse than it is in America. So like, you know, I don't think it should be taken as serious over there as it is here if you entertain the idea that it is real or that it is dangerous. You know, I'm just trying to stay neutral here. But you know, Israel won the vaccine. I mean, you gotta. I mean, I get it. I get where he's coming from.
Scared of the vaccine. He wants you not taking the vaccine so that he keep it for himself. Right. He heal his people. He give his rich people the vaccine while you sit up there blind, not knowing the difference. And then watch. Black people gonna start dying. Before you know it, black people gonna be like, why black people ain't getting the vaccine? Why black people, why it ain't being shipped to us? Why is our pharmacies ain't getting? It's gonna be the same thing like everything in the ghetto. The ghetto gets everything last, does it not?
Yes.
Everything's secondhand. Well, what you think gonna happen with this virus? The same thing. You think they don't know it?
Yeah, but they're trying to actually push it into the black communities and get black people to actually do it first. I actually have a customer that I work for. He actually called up to one of the state offices or something like that and said that he wants the minority community to receive the vaccine first because they need it the most. Now, he's not racist or anything. Actually, I think he might be liberal, but it's that liberal heart of wanting to help minorities and be there for the minorities. It's what's going to set the minorities up for failure. You know, he's like, so he's pushing it on. He's trying to push it on us because from his perspective, we really need it, and we're not getting the attention that we need. So, you know.
You understand? Any man that had any kind of business that knows about logistics knows that logistics run in patterns, man. And they know what it's going to take to move all them vaccines. And they know how it's going to end up. So they already preparing black people to be like, don't take the vaccine.
So do you believe that the coronavirus was sent here?
It was
by the Most High?
It was absolutely sent by the Most High to destroy this man's kingdom.
Now, first I want to ask you, do you believe...
Before I go.
Call me a nigga? That's right. Call me a nigga? That's right. You call me...
Okay, I just thought. Here's the video I was talking about right here.
Such as robots, microscopic side of the vaccines, and for one of the purposes is to do what? Microscopic robots. Vaccines, and for one of the purposes is to do what? Control over the state of matter. Control over your cells. This shit sound like a movie, so I know y'all think I'm crazy. And I don't give a damn. I make enough money to tell the truth now. Such as robots. Microscopic robots is put inside of the vaccines, and for one of the purposes is to do what? Control over the state of matter. Control over your cells. This shit sound like a movie, so I know y'all think I'm crazy. And I don't give a damn. I make enough money to tell the truth now. Such as robots.
Okay. So here we have Polight, and I'm not quoting Polight. not using this man as a source. I'm just saying that when the brother said something about taking the nanotechnology and turning people into butterflies, it just made me think of this video that I just seen just before I played that one of Polight, talk about he's too rich, he got enough money to tell the truth now. So, but I just thought I'd give y'all that. Miss you guys. Sorry I don't be as up to date as I typically want to be, but good talking to y'all. What do y'all think is going on with the COVID brovid virus that's going on? Also, today's the day after what's today's date? June 7th, July, January. Today is January 7th, and bunch of mad Trump supporters went up to the Capitol building and tore some things up and broke in there, and they're claiming the election was rigged and